Hi guys, it's Annalie here and I'm checking in. It's um, day three of my 21-day live challenge. And I am tuning in to you from the New South Wales town of Merimbula. I hope I said that right. So today I flew to the Gold Coast. So this particular town is on the border of Gold Coast and New South Wales, and I'm here visiting Soulfam. And yeah, I've had the most amazing day. I flew in this morning around 9:30. And was greeted by my beautiful friends who I'm so blessed to have in my life. I'm here visiting them. And Julia, who is actually hosting this live challenge, is who I'm also visiting. And she reminded me literally 5 minutes ago, have you done your live? So here I am. Yeah, what do I want to speak about today? I feel like so much has shifted from yesterday's live that the anxiety and the build-up coming on to do the live isn't as strong. Definitely mind and anxiety-wise is a lot more intense. But I do feel something is happening to me internally, and the best way that I can really tell if my energy is shifting or what type of energy I'm in, not only do I tune into myself, but my children are a really good reflector of where I might be at. And leading into this particular trip, because this trip was very synchronistic, the way that it all kind of came together. We've got one of our soul sisters who has come all the way from Boulder, Colorado, who is also here with her daughter. We all travelled together to Ireland roughly about a year ago, and this trip was very synchronistic, just like our trip to Ireland, and it was very potent when we all get together. Yeah, I can't even describe it in words. Hopefully you can feel the potency of what I'm trying to express. It's just transforming. I was not the same person heading into Ireland and walking out of that and coming home. I was a very different person, a lot of internal shifts, and I feel like this is happening to me right now. So I feel like I am going to speak about that. And it was really interesting to feel when I was saying goodbye to the kids last night. And I've spent a lot of time traveling away from the kids, so it's not something that is new or foreign. So what was interesting was that both of them were quite clingy, and they reiterated a lot that they didn't want me to leave, and it was almost like they were saying goodbye to me. And what I really felt into, it was like my daughter really gave me that feedback, and she was holding on to me a lot longer than she normally would. And being a 13-year-old, you see your mum, that's the kind of exchange that we get. She's not too into hugs at that age, but last night was different, and she held on to me a lot longer than she normally would. And I was like, and I could feel her energy, and I asked her, what what's going on? She's like, I just don't want you to go. And it almost felt like, yeah, she was saying goodbye to me. And I asked her, what are you feeling? And what came out of the conversation was that she felt like I was changing, and she felt like I was changing, but in a really good way. Hi, Nins. Thank you for joining. So it was really interesting to feel the feedback, and a lot of the times my children are beautiful reflections of the energy that I'm in. So if it's chaotic, if they're chaotic, I can feel that. But they were definitely reflecting what I was feeling internally, that I feel like there is this shift and that there is this moving into a new me. And that's what it really, really feels like. And that really lights me up. I'm getting really excited as I'm talking about it. There's part of me that was a little bit hesitant to share. I felt a little bit of resistance just then to sharing and talking about energy. And this is the work that I do. I work with energy. But I guess it's speaking about it in this way on my public page, on my personal page, feels a little bit vulnerable. But yeah, I decided the shift that I made after yesterday's live, I really tuned into just wanting to be in alignment with flow, and approaching these lives, having a different perspective, and approaching these lives just as I would when I'm doing psychic readings or readings for people. And when I'm doing readings for people, I trust so much in not knowing what's going to come out of my mouth, and trusting the messages that I feel. And even as I'm sharing this with you, I feel the groundedness in my body, and I can feel the confidence and trust that I have that whatever is coming out of my mouth is what needs to be shared. And I'm really going to make a conscious effort to be aware of when I'm possibly not in that energy, and make a conscious effort to really bring myself back into alignment with that. Because I really do feel like things are shifting for me. And prior to doing this challenge, stepping out into, if we're going to put labels on it, being a psychic, and doing readings for people, I only started doing that publicly at the beginning of this year. And since doing that and putting it into action, I feel as though I've really grown so much. And even, like, I don't know if you can feel the difference in the way that I'm communicating with you. There's a surety, there's a safeness, there is a trust that, yeah, I don't need to have it worked out. I don't need to know what to say. And I don't, I feel like the challenge yesterday for me was in my mind, and I had so much to say, but not knowing what to say and wanting to plan what to say. But now I just feel like I'm just gonna say what needs to come out and what I feel in the moment, and trust that that's, what needs to be shared. So that's where I'm at the moment. And I'm also feeling as though, like, a lot of this stuff I understand in my mind, and I feel like what this challenge is really calling me forward to do is, when you know something and you understand it logically, but yet it is so hard to practice. It's so hard to put into action. It's so hard to follow through and stay in alignment with what you know. And what I feel like I'm being called to do in this challenge is to really begin to start practicing what it is that I know. And I've been here before. I know what to do. But it's really about me practicing it. And this live challenge has really allowed me the container to be able to do that. So that's where I'm at. So I'll be checking in from here for the next, 4 more days. So I'm going to really enjoy my time here. I can't tell you what it's like to be with Soul Family. I can't tell you what it's like. And I guess I can share this in future lives of the liberating feeling of being surrounded by people who accept and love you the way that you are, and you don't need to be anything other than yourself. And that is truly, truly liberating. And I'm feeling the energy of that in this particular live right now. And I hope you can feel the essence of really embracing that you don't need to be anyone else but you. So that's me signing off, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Ciao.